What's up, Nomad Nation? You have got Godfather, you've got Fireball, and you've got Chungus. The three of us make up your Nomad Gamers. If you are out there watching us on Facebook, thank you. We still need help. We've got, I believe, 51 followers still.
52.
52 followers.
52. Remember, we talked about that last time. It's 52 now.
Okay.
Still need more.
Still need more.
I'm kind of glad I picked up on that. I forgot to almost turn my audio on.
Ooh, that would have been bad. Again, another.
If you are out there watching us on YouTube, again, thank you. You found a Nomad Gamers channel. Over by Fireball, you're going to see a subscribe button. Somewhere down here, you're going to see a heart, and you're also going to see a thumbs up. Give us a like. Smash all three of them. That way, every time your Nomad Gamers come live, you are being notified. And since Fireball is with us...
Well, he's with us in spirit, but not in person.
I'm still here, guys.
He's still here.
He's still right there.
He's still over there.
Yeah. Get your pointer correct.
Yeah.
So we are being live streamed on TikTok and
Instagram.
Mm-hmm. So welcome to those viewers.
Welcome. What are we talking about today?
So far, hold on. We've got right now, as of doing some more edits, we've got Instagram Live, we've got TikTok Live, we've got Twitch Live, and we've got YouTube Live.
There you go.
Hot damn.
Hot giggity, as they say.
Yeah.
Giggity.
We're getting there. We just need Facebook.
Yeah, we really
do. It'll open up a lot of avenues of get the feelers out.
Yeah, we'll also have a lot more commenters, I hope.
I know.
I'm a little bit.
I'll turn who up. Who's a little quiet?
All right, so I think Fireball has something to start us off with.
What are you talking about? You didn't let them know what we're talking about. What's the episode about today?
What it's always about on Saturday.
It could be for new viewers. You never know. News. It's industry news. Get it right.
So,
get it right.
Godfather hates talking about this. However, this is a big. Sony is actually cutting jobs to visual arts and their Malaysia support studios. No, and their tech, like their tech support.
Move your mic closer to your mouth there, Fireball.
I hear it just fine.
Yeah, better now.
Okay. Yeah, they're also just cut a bunch of jobs from their tech support studios in Malaysia as well. So, I mean, it's. I know we don't really like to talk about it because it's a lot of job layoffs, but the fact that Sony is starting to do it now,
I'm not worried about it.
I always thought Microsoft and Sony would be the last to do job layoffs.
The thing is, with the bloated industry, it's not necessarily. They're cutting. A lot of jobs were created during COVID for this stuff because they had the excess profits coming in, and plus they just needed more support. Technically, with that no longer being a thing, they're just starting to cut these jobs, and it's very unfortunate. As we said before, it's so very unfortunate, but that's the way the industry is going. There's too much bloat, and they're cutting the fat out that's not needed.
Well, here's the way I look at this: if they're cutting the bloat out, where the hell are the new games?
For Sony,
No. I'm not talking about just Sony.
Okay.
But think about this for just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
The developers say that they need all of this time to get the game right, correct? Mm-hmm. But in the same breath, they are cutting their workforce. Wouldn't you think more hands make light work?
Depending on where these people are getting cut from?
Well,
yes. No.
I'm saying,
if you're taking somebody who does art, that's not going to speed up any of the coding that needs to get done to actually make the game playable. So I do
have to agree with Chungus on that because
he said
it's visual arts. It's visual arts and tech support is what they're cutting. They aren't cutting. They're not actually cutting coding and developing.
Yes, maybe this time. But how many of the other job cuts have we heard of?
Well,
they could have been reassigned to to one of the games that is making them money.
The thing is, it get reassigned, sure, but if they have too many people still, there's still too many people.
But it still takes them a decade to put out a game.
All right. So you're talking about
Just
these
saying.
big AAA studios that take a decade
Hold
to
on,
make these
hold on.
games.
I think I can get this for Godfather. Yeah, it's just like how many government workers there are. Government still runs really slow.
No, it runs fine.
I go to
just fine.
I go to the DMV. No, it doesn't.
That's state government. That's not federal.
That's still government, is it not?
Nope. There are two separate entities.
They're still the government.
All right.
Whatever.
Well, moving on.
Besides,
also,
hold on.
So now I want games every 3 to 4 years.
That's not reasonable anymore.
That is too.
No, it's not. No, it's not. With the standard we have forward now, the standard for gaming, it takes more than 3 to 4 years to release a game that's going to be finished.
I will say this. Single player games, yes. 4 to 5 year spans of not getting a single player game, that I feel like is kind of a little too long. However, if you have like a big multiplayer MMO type game, I feel like that should take longer, because I want the servers, when a big multiplayer MMO drops like that, I want to be able to have the support of having so many people online without servers crashing.
Servers are not the issue there when it comes to multiplayer games in that regard. Getting more servers up and running is a lot easier than making sure the game is actually functioning properly.
Yeah.
It's like the Helldivers 2 situation. Even with them adding more servers, they still had issues due to the fact that they were just not ready for the amount of players.
Hire more people.
That wouldn't have solved the problem.
Hire more people.
The problem is still being bottlenecked.
Hire more people.
Throwing more cooks into the kitchen does not make the food taste better or get out faster.
More people.
It's not feasible.
Okay, well,
more.
Because every game,
I don't want to listen to Godfather.
More people.
The thing is, legitimately, there is a thing. The games that are releasing every year, every 2 years, are they any good?
Hey, at least we're getting a new install.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a good game.
I'd rather have quality versus quantity.
Yeah.
They can do both.
They cannot do both anymore. The demand is just too high for the
server. Okay, hold on.
Or
it doesn't help
people.
Look at Rockstar. They've hired a ton of people. It has still taken them a decade to release GTA 6.
That's because gamers like you didn't let them off the hook.
Let them off the hook for what? Making sure that they make the game properly and to my standards?
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on from this. Let's move on from this. I don't want to hear YouTube. I don't want to hear YouTube bickering back and forth.
Yeah, he can just go back to playing Starfield. Is the greatest game of a wet fart.
Now you see, I wasn't going to bring it up this week, but
I feel
like if they would have taken longer on Starfield to release it, it would have been a better game overall. I'm just saying, if they took the time, it would be better.
All right, Chungus, knock it off.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on.
So apparently, and this is just in the pipeline, apparently there is going to be a Resident Evil meets Bloodborne game coming out. And I don't
FromSoft?
I don't know. It was just covered about 2 hours ago. But imagine how that could play out, though. That Resident Evil, Dark Souls.
So you're saying Bloodborne? Because Bloodborne is just Eldritch Horror anyway. I mean, legitimate. Huh? What, Bloodborne?
No. Resident Evil. Was it a big hit?
Yeah, actually, it was pretty decent.
Okay. See, I don't play it, so I don't know.
That's actually still pretty good. Resident Evil.
I was just asking.
So, I know how much Godfather used to be in this organization a long time ago, but apparently, American Legion Post seeks e-gaming system to help veterans with PTSD and addiction.
Ooh. I'm going to tell you right now. The American Legion can fight their way out of a wet paper bag.
Oh, okay. Oh. I'm so glad you specified.
Yeah.
It is going to be effed up from the word go.
You think so?
It might go strong for about 4 to 6 months, but with the level of politics, and not the word politics that everyone out there thinks of when I say that.
No, he just means interpersonal politics.
Yeah.
The American Legion is horrible when it comes to their programs.
He would know. Legitimately, that's why it's like, okay, understandable.
For those of you that don't know this, during the summer, I run American Legion Baseball. However, there's a program that's now been around for 100 years. The teams have been abandoned by the American Legion. So while the E-games might be the new shiny thing that they have, within a year, the funding is going to go away, and these esports veterans are going to be left to fend for themselves.
No. I don't think they're talking about actual.
No, that is. I have been looking into it.
Oh, okay.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's a sneaky ploy to get more members of the Legion. They're trying to get younger, but there's a problem. The older members are going to nix this. You might have one or two real big hot spot, but other than that, it'll be a dead program.
Okay.
I mean, it's a great idea.
I thought, yeah.
I had to, but it's not going to catch fire. It's just not.
All right. Well, does anybody else have? I kind of went on to
Yes.
fourth here. I didn't know if anybody else had anything.
I have some things, but I was gonna let it flow the way it flowed. All right.
Yeah.
If you were gonna keep going, I was gonna let you go, man. I'm not gonna stop.
That's how it flows.
It's how it flows. Piss it out.
So, I can now add another community that I've been banned from, and I didn't do anything this time.
Elected them like fucking badges now.
Yeah, well,
Gotta
but
collect
this
them all.
one it is, and I was just asking questions. So on GTA 5, they have got a modding community out there, or an RP community, I should say.
Correct.
The
Yes.
5M community.
The what?
The 5M
That's-
community.
I don't
That's
know.
them.
Yeah, 5M
Mhm.
on.
The MC culture on GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was trying to get one of them to come on to Thirsty Thursday or Talking Tuesday because I was generally curious about this community that they have built. They've got great graphics. Their cuts look amazing. The bikes look amazing. But I generally had questions for them.
Yeah, wanted to see how it worked.
Like, yeah, that's all I wanted. But I guess my profile picture on my real Facebook page, I think, scared them.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just putting this out there to that entire community. I just generally have questions. I don't want to know how your online MC works. I'm talking about the city. I know how your recruitment works. And I generally want to know how it works. Like, is this a dedicated server? Like Minecraft?
I can kind of lead a little bit into that because ever since getting my laptop, I've been doing a lot of GTA 5M. There are certain servers out there, like there are hundreds of thousands of servers on the 5M list, and some of them can range from zombie apocalypse.
To answer your question, yes.
Yeah.
The longer you're being a little long-winded, the answer is yes.
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 But it kind of it differs on what server you're going to, because some of them are dedicated to like you said, the MC life, but some of them are like life RPs that they integrate a motorcycle club into the server. So it depends on the server you go to.
But I had other questions for him because this was sent to me personally by probably over 150 people.
Yeah.
That's what made me curious. They're laughing at him. I'm curious. And you both know why they were getting laughed at.
Oh, I mean, I know why. Trust me,
Yeah.
I understand.
I get the RP thing, but I was very curious on because when you play Grand Theft Auto 5
Mhm.
and you go into your MC, you got the president, the vice president, sergeant at arms, I think that's all the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just got members, and then prospect. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, and like console,
on these
like
servers,
actual.
You're
does
talking
it
about
lock
default,
in?
not mod.
Yeah, I know. That's.
I mean, that's why I'm curious. So, like, if I'm a P of one of these
online MCs,
online MC RPs, when I rejoin that server, let's say I was off for 8 hours to go to bed. When I come back on, do I have, and I'm sure they got rules, but do I just reassume the president position, or do I got to wait for somebody to?
I'm pretty sure those who like if it depends. It depends on how dedicated the server is, because I run in a 5M server where they do have like 2 to 3 motorcycle clubs, and they actually fight over Los Santos in Blaine County. Like they in there they do gun running, they do drugs, they do all these. It's so funny because like again,
you do the Sons of Anarchy shit.
Yeah. Like I find it extremely funny because like they made like parodies to the Sons of Anarchy. They made parodies to the Mayans, the Glorious. Like,
yeah.
It's
and that's
so funny. So, but again, it depends on what server you're a part of, because if you're part of like one of these live servers, yes, you will maintain the role of P for like, let's say, but they also roll it out. So like you're P for a month, and then they like bring somebody else in, or it's just it's
just keep it fair for everybody.
Yeah. So
it's very server dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some people who they run their own servers and they have their own rules, and they'll just have it's for their community that they've cultivated.
Mm-hmm.
So
just one of these individuals who brought this to my attention after I told them, hey, look, I was just reaching out. I just had questions.
Mm-hmm.
He said, well, yeah, when they start getting fucked up in a game, they can just shut it off.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think that's the whole thing. It's the game.
Yeah. And the one that really got our attention, or got everybody's attention, is when they put the Mayans out there. And they started recruiting for the Mayans. It's like, okay.
It's like...
I get it, but one of the things they have to do is they have to put down, this is a video game RP.
It's not advertised as being RP for a video game.
That's funny.
That's hilarious, actually. That's incredibly funny. So this entire time I'm sitting here thinking like, yeah, but I don't understand where's the confusion at, because if they're advertising properly, like, oh, GTA 5M RP, then why are people confused? No, they're just saying, yeah, Mayan MC. That's hilarious. That's actually so funny.
And we just had Dayton Bike Week, or Daytona Bike Week.
Oh, it was like Dayton.
And when you had that Bike Week, you always have all this news from that community coming out. So everybody else throughout the country is looking for that news, and they run across this,
and they're like, "What the?"
And we're like, "The fuck is this?" And you're looking at them, and they've got diamonds. They've got, I mean, it's very. Their cuts are very lifelike.
So I have some news actually about the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, what's that?
It's how reliable this information is, I can't guarantee it, but there are apparently some pretty credible leaks about the cost of Nintendo Switch, this one, Nintendo Switch 2 console itself, and the prices of its games. It's rumored they're going to be at a flat $70 for all of their games coming out for the Nintendo Switch 2. On top
How much are Switch games now?
About 50, no more 50, 60, depending.
Yeah.
So it's going to go up to about a 70, 74.
So all they're doing really is matching industry standards.
They are exactly, but again, people are a little worried because it's another thing on top of that Nintendo's starting to do. That's like, why now? When they could have been doing this following the trends from 2017. Since
they have never been too far behind industry standards.
But
even then,
either they are leading certain industry standards, or they're with it. They don't usually stay behind.
Then again, I wouldn't mind paying the industry standard. I wouldn't mind paying the industry standard for Nintendo games because more times than not, Nintendo games are actually polished and finished and good.
Yes, they are polished and they are finished. Some of them are not that great. I'm not going to lie to you. I know
Super Mario Odyssey, the Mario games like that.
Yeah, those are always
Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart 8, whichever one we're on. Mario Party, stuff like that. Great, absolutely love it. I don't mind paying the industry standard for that because I know I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Again, I always follow the standard of $1 an hour, and you're fine. If you can get $1 or an hour of entertainment out of whatever you put money into, it's good return rate.
I wouldn't mind paying. I wouldn't mind paying like $80-$90 for Mario Kart 9, considering 24 player maps, 24 player races. And I know the three of us alone.
80-90, that's a bit steep for Mario Kart. If they included, if that was the price of like a deluxe edition, sure,
yeah,
like that's
fine. Sorry, I should have been more. I should have been more. Cost, I should have been more specific. Like $80, $90, $100 deluxe edition. I wouldn't mind paying that because you get like
you get the DLCs already and everything. No, because you're gonna buy the DLCs
anyway. No.
What do you mean no?
No.
Do you not
leave it with the waves? The way that they brought out
no.
Mario Kart.
I think you're misunderstanding. You're misunderstanding. He's not saying have the DLC already ready to go. He's saying you already have access to it. You already paid for it. So once it's come out, you can just go.
It's like
that's hold on.
For. I was gonna say this is how it used to be for like going back to Black Ops 2. Going back to Black Ops 2, you buy the deluxe edition, you had access to those DLCs when they came out.
Plus weapon packs.
Weapon packs.
Yeah. No, Mario Kart is not Call of Duty. Leave it the way it is. They've upgraded it. They've done enough.
I get what you're trying to say, but it doesn't. Realistically, it doesn't make a difference because with Nintendo, their prices are set. They never change.
No.
So you're never going to really get a deal or have to pay more.
Well, what's the price set for the Nintendo Switch 2?
Nintendo Switch 2 is set to be between $400 to $500, which is either $100 to $200 increase from the Nintendo Switch itself.
They've announced the price already?
Again, leaked information.
Speculation.
Okay.
It's speculation.
Here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
We are roughly 3 weeks away from the Nintendo Direct.
Mm-hmm.
I would be more inclined to think that the leaks that are coming out now are in the ballpark, but I don't think it's going to be $400 or $500. I think if they're going to make their games closer to industry standards, I think their console is going to go closer to industry standards as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that's not something... I'm not too worried about them increasing prices, but they have to keep up with industry standards.
Well,
the Switch 2 needs to be 10 to 100 times more powerful than the original Switch was, because the original Switch, I'm not going to lie to you, I almost never played it handheld, and if I did, it was because I was too lazy to hook it up to the dock for my TV and wanted to lay in bed and play it, so I still hooked it up to the charger and played it that way. And I wouldn't even play any intensive games. It would be Minecraft.
The thing you have to look towards is damn. I lost my train of thought.
The only thing I want to see from the Switch or the Switch 2 is the ability to stream. I was giving them time to get stuff.
The other thing we really have to hope and look forward to, because this falls precedent to every single brand new game console that comes out, is we need to hope that they have enough of a supply that the scalpers can't get a hold of them and start
I'm not worried about
I'm not
the
worried about
scalpers
that.
because again, we're past the point of chip shortages and things like that, so it's not going to be an issue like it was during COVID, when things started becoming like high demand. Because because not only it was a shortage, it was not only was there a shortage, but there was a higher demand because you had more people who normally wouldn't care about this because they're busy off going outside doing these other things. They're stuck inside. They have to have something to do. They're putting their entertainment dollars towards like Switches, towards computers, all this other stuff, right? So
yeah, that's fair.
I don't think we're going to see an issue like that going forward unless there's another issue like that or outside, political world politics that affects anything like that. I think we're going to be okay.
I think you're also going to see a pre-sale too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I can definitely see them doing like a pre-sale as well, or like pre-order.
And then that way they know how many are going to go out the door that night, i.e. GameStop, Walmart, whatever, wherever you get your gaming supply needs.
Also, I want to pull something up.
Then they know how many that they need for those of us who go, ooh, I didn't pre-order, but I'm going to go try and buy it.
So I want to bring something up because Chungus will find this funny. So I was out at the local Target up here, right? And me and Leo were walking around, and we found an Xbox 360 still wrapped with like the looks like a brand new Xbox 360 with the cords wrapped around the anti-theft cords.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I really want to know how much this is going for, because I looked at
probably $100.
I looked at the price tag. It doesn't even have a price tag. It's just sitting there.
Did you ask to see how much it was though?
No. I laughed when I saw it because I'm like, man, this is an ancient relic here.
Fail.
Come on, you should have checked though. That's the
I
whole
should
point.
have.
Curiosity. Come on now.
Come on, Fireball.
I'm like.
That's the last one in the wild.
A brand new one? Yeah,
brand new?
probably.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy the amount. It's uncommon to rare that you'll find one, but unopened consoles that you can find out in the wild, insane. And the fact that some people are like, "Oh, I got this for my grandkids as a gift, but I forgot to give it to them." And it's like an unopened fucking GameCube, and it's like, holy shit, that could go for so much money. Because most of the time, I mean, you can play all the GameCube games elsewhere, but like legitimately, it's crazy. Doesn't happen.
There's certain NESs, the original Nintendos.
Mm-hmm.
If you can ever find one in a box that's wrapped, that says Duck Hunt and Super Mario Bros. Bro, you're a millionaire.
I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, we're going to get to a time where even thinking about it, the PSP, handheld consoles like that, shit's going to get crazy. Like, original PSP unopened. It's like people will say that the PSP was ass or whatever. I enjoyed it. A lot of it was a cool handheld. These
old consoles like Funko Pops and not.
Hey, Fireball.
What?
We have any comments?
Yeah.
As of right now, no. However, we do have 2 people on Twitch watching, so that's good.
Hey, Twitch viewers, hello. How's it going?
Yeah.
Also, I have some other news.
We got a viewer on TikTok as well.
Well, hello to you too.
Get to it because I got something pretty interesting we can talk about.
What's that?
I was about to go, motherfucker.
I don't care who does what.
It's something short.
Chungus, go.
Could go into a long conversation. So VPNs. Apparently, Xbox, Microsoft specifically, these Xbox users are receiving indefinite bans for using VPNs to exploit regional pricing, i.e., put on a VPN because certain games are cheaper in other regions. Just how it is. Now, Microsoft does not explicitly forbid VPN usage, but these people are receiving bans for it. The terms, and as I'll specify, their TOS, terms of service, and anything like that. Again, they don't forbid VPN usage, so it's not explicitly stated, but these people are receiving bans due to that. Indefinite bans.
Well, here's my problem with that. Why in the hell do you have a game that's priced differently in a different region?
The same to follow market pricing, anything like that.
So
Yeah, regional market pricing for like certain.
because like if I use a VPN and say I'm on the West Coast and I buy this game for $25.
Yeah.
If it's not in your terms of service, you have no right.
That's what I think Chungus was talking about. Is I think
he's restating it to make sure he's understanding what is.
Yeah.
Like he's saying he's
no, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh yeah. So
like, I'd sue the shit out.
Well,
that's what I bring up a little bit. Was like,
so
your thought process on that.
The 2025 Gaming Hall of Fame have just announced their finalists for this.
So we're just gonna move on from this topic.
I mean, does anybody have anything else to say?
Yeah,
I was waiting for your opinion on it,
motherfucker.
This is a round table, goddammit!
I'm sorry.
You just wanted to zoom past it.
I mean, yeah, I don't. If it's in the terms of service and you get caught doing that,
Those are saying if it is.
If it is, and you get caught doing that, yeah, you should be given a ban. It's also like, hold on.
Wait, because I got
like saying like the text TOS. You can't post offensive things in a group chat, and if you get caught posting offensive things, like let's just say, for instance, I had a 3-day ban because I posted I thought was a funny meme. Somebody didn't find it funny, reported me, and I had a 3-day ban.
So what's offensive?
They actually do have in there. They do show examples of what could be offensive.
Okay,
they do have.
Okay, hold on. Offensive is a very vague word.
Yes, but that's why they define it further in their service.
I think I gotta. I'm gonna send the meme over group chat, and you tell me if it's offensive or not.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Us two, we are not going to think this is offensive.
Send it to Discord so I can share it. So, well, actually...
No, I'm not going...
If I can see if it's offensive enough, because if it's offensive, I'm not going to show it, but if it is, okay.
Look at the group chat. I just sent to the text group chat.
I don't have my phone on.
Okay, then...
That's why I said send it to me on Discord!
No, bro.
Let me see. No. That's offensive. That's offensive. That's offensive.
Yeah.
That is what's qualified as offensive by their terms of service.
That ban.
You deserve that ban.
Yeah, you deserve what you got.
Now, with that being said, you say if it's in the terms of service and you violate the terms of service, you deserve to be banned. Where was that mentality when people were getting banned in GTA for doing exploits and glitches?
Because it's in the terms of service.
Yeah, but you said that they shouldn't be. You were arguing that people should not be getting banned for that. I remember us having this conversation before, so I just wanted to know where you.
Okay.
Why your thought process changed. I just wanted to know why your thought process changed. Oh boy! I have receipts.
I will say this for GTA.
I want this
for GTA 5. I will say this for GTA 5 Online.
Okay.
I got into that mentality because it is a game that has been. When I started doing that kind of stuff for GTA Online, it was a game that had been out for over 10 years. And at this point, I was like, GTA inflation sucks. I'm not going to drop $20 for $1 million shark card. If I get banned, I get banned. I really don't care. There are other games out there that I could play.
Okay. I'm just stating that's your mentality. That's all great. I remember a time and day where you're like, "That's stupid. Rockstar shouldn't be banning these people for that."
Hey,
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna beat the dead horse. All right.
Chungus.
I'm already giving you enough shit for it.
Chungus. Just remember this for the next time he jumps on me when I change my opinion on something.
I'm just saying. I wanted to know where your opinion changed on it. Like what happened. And as it states, like most people, most adults. The economy is what changes them and radicalizes them.
Yep. I mean,
that's how it mostly happens.
But they just dropped for it. Shit is. You have to. Yeah, this is the final update. This is the final update for GTA Online.
Did they build the building yet?
No.
All right.
They added the gun running. Again, for like the fourth.
They added the AC-130 into it.
Didn't they already have that?
No.
They had a version of it.
They added the fucking F-35 Raptor. Fucking Lightning. Sorry, not Raptor. Lightning.
They added the AC-130 and the Pavlo to it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. That's like, anyway.
And it's still $5 million.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, $5 million is easy to earn now. But, like, I'm going to be honest with you. who the fuck cares? Give us GTA 6.
Right.
This
But,
just to tide
yeah.
people over until 6 comes out.
Mhm.
And that's my other question. Nah, never mind.
No. Ask your question.
No.
All right.
It didn't get through the filter without me going, nah, we're done.
All right,
Fair
well,
enough.
moving on.
What's your news? Yeah, what's your news? Sorry.
So, like I said, the Gaming Hall of Fame just dropped their 2025 finalists this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? The finalists are as followed: Age of Empires, Angry Birds, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Defender, Frogger, 007 GoldenEye, Golden Tee, Harvest Moon, Mattel Football, Quake, NBA 2K, and Tamagotchi.
Okay, hold on. I gotta ask a question. Is this like Sports Hall of Fame, where you have like the contemporary era and the modern era? Because how can you compare Frogger
to like Call of Duty? 4. Yeah, you can't compare those two.
There's no comparison.
They're both games, but they're just two different games.
I think it's like Cooperstown. I think it's like Cooperstown, where they select a certain player, and then they vote on that player, or they vote on that game.
No. Hold on.
But he's still asking me
because Cooperstown does exactly what I just said. They've got a contemporary era and a modern era.
Yeah.
Because cannot compare a athlete that just retired 5 years ago to an athlete that retired back in the 80s.
Right, and I get that part.
That's
and
why
I'm
asking that question.
He doesn't have the information for you, is what he's saying.
It says right here, this year's finalists for the World Video Games Hall of Fame includes trailblazers in esports, electronic, pets, and portable gaming, as well as an arcade favorite brought to life in 1998.
So how many are they going to elect?
They said the Hall of Fame revealed 12 finalists up for induction on Thursday, opened a week of public voting. The winners will be enshrined May 8th at the hall's new space of the Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester.
Okay, I like where they're going. I like the idea.
I don't see anything where it says there's a difference between modern and
the part that I can't chew on or swallow is when it comes down to a Hall of Fame vote. You do not open it to the public.
No, and this is why typically like the what's it called? I'm looking for it right now.
You need to have.
There's a World Video Game Hall of Fame, which is an international organization that goes to do this, and actually, anything like that.
Yeah, I think this is what I'm looking at.
Either way,
right here, Video Game Hall of Fame is overseen by the Strong's International Center for the History of Electronic Games, and is located at the Strong Museum of Play in Rochester, New York.
Okay,
that is where the standard for the Hall of Games.
But what I'm saying is this: it cannot be left to the public.
Hold on, I'm still stating more. That's why I'm like, you gotta give me a second to digest and look through this. Video games become eligible for World Video Game Hall of Fame by meeting 4 criteria. Eligible does not mean that they are, but eligible.
Yeah.
Icon status, which is widely recognized and remembered. Longevity, more than a passing fad and has enjoyed popularity over time. So certain games that release like a year, like one, and they released it in a year. After a year, it died off basically, and you haven't heard from it again. Geographical reach meets the above criteria across international boundaries. World famous. Influence has exerted significant influence on the design and development of other games, on other forms of entertainment, or on popular culture and society in general. So, with that being said, this spans from apparently back from 1962.
Yep.
With the first one being Space War.
Yep.
All the way till Jesus Christ. I'm assuming 2020. Yeah. 2025, actually.
But okay,
so hold on.
I get that. What's the voting?
I gotta search through, man. It's a whole thing. I wasn't ready to have to do this level of research this quickly.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, and keep researching, but I'm gonna vocalize what my thinking is. When you have a Hall of Fame, and I don't care what it's for.
I got the answer for you.
Oh,
whatever you're ready.
I will yield to
No.
Chungus.
Oh, okay.
No, I will yield to you.
Initial nominations are made each year by a staff committee at the Strong, which takes into account the 4 criteria with influence considered the most important. Members of the public can submit games for consideration by the committee as well, but the vote is handled by a panel of around 30 scholars and journalists from around the world, with each panel member ranking their top 3 choices.
The fuck does a scholar have to do with
this? People, there are actual jobs centered around the history of games.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, very big industry, the gaming industry.
Oh, I know.
But it's just the scholars, people who study the everything about it, essentially. There are scholars for football and baseball.
I know there are, but they're not voting members of the Hall of Fame.
See, the thing is, it's a panel of journalists and scholars, people who are.
So, what is the threshold that they need to be pushed over into the Hall of Fame?
I'm still digesting all of it because I found the chunk of it. A public poll is also included, but that's a public vote. That's like the fan favorite type of vote.
It's like the popular vote when it comes to
anything.
Yeah.
With the results counting as equivalent to a member of the panel. Oh, so the public can
Yes.
hold on. It counts as one member of the vote.
No.
That's literally.
No, I disagree with that part.
I don't know. That's
wholeheartedly disagree.
I feel like the public opinion does matter.
Nope.
And the fact that it's only one vote, I think that's okay.
Now,
hold on. The staff committee reviews the votes and makes the final selection. So it's all up to the staff committee.
So there's no. What's the benchmark? The bare minimum.
The bare minimum.
To get in? Because like baseball, 75 or 75.
Yeah, you have to have a 75% approval rating in order to get in. Well, while Chungus is looking at that, I want to bring this up.
Hold on. I don't want to get into another topic.
This topic typically announced each year in March. Final nominees are typically announced each year in March, which is why we're seeing it now. In the inductees in May. I'm still looking for the criteria. It's just a vote.
Okay.
They did state what their criteria to be eligible is and what they vote for the game based upon. So the criteria, it has to it's all about the votes.
Yeah, public. And I hate to say this, but it's just like with any other either sport or anything else that you have a Hall of Fame for, i.e. the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, i.e. the Country Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
While most of these games are very popular, okay? If you want a true Hall of Fame, go ahead and give the public a vote as far as advisory.
So you don't want you don't want them to have a vote in it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because essentially they have 30 panel members.
Here's the thing.
And then one from the public, so that's 31 votes that are there. So
No. Because here's the thing. I don't want the most popular games in there. Frogger deserves to be in the Gamer Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I agree.
Huh?
I said, yeah, I agree with that.
In the year that it should be put into, probably, yeah.
And make this, bring this in line with the rest of the Hall of Fames. You only have X amount of times.
They do. I did see something about them stating
they can only be.
Go ahead.
They can only be selected a certain amount of times, and if they don't make it within like their third or fourth time, then they don't get in.
Yep.
Okay.
And they can't be considered.
Well, see, now here's another problem with this, and I'm going to give you an example. Okay. Frogger, and I'm using that because it was a game from the mid 80s, late 80s, somewhere in there. You didn't grow up in the 90s without using that term. Oh, I crossed the street and I damn near was playing Frogger.
Yeah.
But there is no way that Frogger beats out Call of Duty.
But the thing is, I don't think it's like who
without categories.
Who's without the most votes? I think it goes off of like how they do it in the MLB Hall of Fame, where they select a player, they vote on that player. If that player makes a certain threshold, they then induct that player. I think it's the same way
it's the same way.
with the game.
Baseball has two categories.
Which are
you have your contemporary players
Mhm.
and you have your modern players.
Right, I understand
again,
that.
So they don't compare a player from, let's say,
And they
1910
they still don't.
with a player from 2020.
And they still don't, because the statement of you only have a certain amount of entries that you can get before
But again, it's like they're not comparing the games to the games. They're comparing.
I'm going to explain it all right now. 1962, Space War is the only game in the Hall of Fame in that year. There's a gap from 62 all the way to 71 with Computer Space, Oregon Trail.
Yep.
And then 1972, Pong. These games are voted for within the year of other games that are released.
I'm going to have to look more into this.
I would look more into it because legitimately, they're not you're not going to be able to compare Frogger to Call of Duty.
They're doing it this year.
He said they are doing it this year. What version of Frogger? Because then that does matter, because it is a different video game. No. Because it is. It's not. It can't be the same because there's only ever one of that player. That's like Call of Duty only gets one entry for the entire series. That's where it comes in. There's a series of games.
I would say yes.
If you say,
I would say yes, only because of one of the criteria that they have is longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
The way that we're doing it today, Call of Duty 4 had a longevity of 2 years before Call of Duty 5 came out.
No. If you're
hold
speaking...
Hold up, Chungus. Hold up. Let me speak my piece.
Okay.
It's almost like Fallout 4 runs until Fallout 5. Granted, players go back and play Fallout 4. But what's the cutoff?
So, legitimately, longevity is stated as more than a passing fad.
Yep.
And has enjoyed popularity over time. The time limit that they are given is within until the next release.
Okay. I would be more comfortable.
For a series.
I would be more comfortable. And I know that I'm just some jackass on the sideline. But I would be more comfortable if you just put in the Fallout series. Put in the Call of Duty series.
I'm actually very incorrect. They do entry based off of the series.
Okay.
So with the Oregon Trail being put in there, it's stating all of the Oregon Trail series.
Okay. Yeah.
As I'm reading further into this, it's like in some cases the Hall may list the first game in a series. Hold on, dude. We can go for as long as we need to. The Hall may list the first game in a series of similar titles as a proxy for the entire series, such as with the Oregon Trail series. So your statement there, I gave you wrong information. It's clarified. Okay. They do it based off of the series.
Outstanding.
One game is listed, but they do include the entire series with that one game.
Okay.
Just to specify.
And the only reason why I said that is because while I played Frogger maybe this much,
you still remember it.
I still remember it, number one. But number two, you have to be fair to the pioneers of the gaming industry.
You do have to be, which is why...
And that's why I would be very inclined to say maybe the gaming industry or this gaming Hall of Fame needs to look at a contemporary version and a modern version. So if you don't get in over your first 5 attempts, okay, 4 attempts, 3 attempts, whatever Fireball said, then you drop down to the contemporary.
See,
and you only get like 2 more on that, 2 or 3.
The thing is, I do like the way that they do this, because even say a game released back in the 90s, it could still be nominated even to this day, because of the way they have the eligibility for the criteria to be met is icon status, longevity, geographical reach, influence in general on the market and industry. So the thing with that being said is, as newer generations come in to play games, there will be technically longevity because they can come back. It still is a fair shot by the criteria that they give, because they're not basing it off of, well, Call of Duty legitimately, specifically Call of Duty 4, it's not based off of graphics or anything like that. It's actually objective, like icon status, longevity, influence.
I'm kind of hoping because a Hall of Fame, especially for a gaming industry, is just like any other sport. You don't see players in MLB, NBA, NHL, any of your big sports. You don't see the Hall of Fame even nominating a player from the 90s anymore. They all run the gamut. So the Hall of Fame is pretty much up to date for that timeline. And I hope that the gaming industry starts to realize this, and you can't put in a Fallout 4. You can't put in a Call of Duty 4. You can't put in a GTA 2. You have to wait for that series to make a wrap. And then, just my opinion, and my opinion alone, you put in the series.
I was going to say,
not just the individual games.
If we're going off of that, most 90% of the games in this Hall of Fame would not be there.
Well, that's like I said, it's my opinion.
Because they're still going. There's only, legitimately to my knowledge, there would only be one game that would be in this right now.
Which one's that?
And that would literally be Pong. I don't think there's another Pong game since like forever. No. So legitimately, because you have Space Invaders, they still make new Space Invaders. Asteroids, they still make new Asteroids. Pac-Man, they make new Pac-Man. Like Donkey Kong, Miss Pac-Man, Microsoft Flight Simulator, they're still making entries in these series. Yeah. That's the difference, is that
Joey's just cut out.
Yeah.
Cut out?
Yeah, you cut out big time. I think you were the only one that cut out.
Yeah, you were the only one that cut out. No,
am I still cut out? Then who cares? Move on.
Well, what you're saying wasn't too important anyway. So
we are kind of running out of time. However, I wanted to cover this before we. Yeah.
Do you have something to do after this?
Yes.
No. You should have said that then. You gotta
grief.
Come on, man. Come on.
I was told you had plans too, so I was just trying to.
Yeah, but I communicated that, did I not?
All right. As of March 3rd, 2025, Rockstar Games acquires Video Game Deluxe.
I don't even know.
Now you see, I saw that.
What's Video Game Deluxe?
Video Game Deluxe.
Trilogy.
Hold on.
I just saw that.
Hold on. Rockstar Games is proud to announce the acquisition of Video Games Deluxe, the Sydney-based development studio. The studio will be renamed to Rockstar Australia. The Video Game Deluxe has worked with Rockstar Games on some of its most memorable.
Today, Junior!
Includes the 2017 re-releases of LA Noire, the VR case files, and the upgrades on the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition.
Hey, you complain about hiring people? They're hiring people.
Yeah, about time.
There you go.
Hold on, you said that was what, 4 games?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, that's 40 years before we get them all.
No, LA Noire, I'm not going to lie to you, legitimately thinking
about That's 40 years, bro!
Hold on, because I don't think you understand the amount of technology that went into LA Noire, as it was a pioneer for motion capture for the face and everything like that. If they were to try to...
I'm giving a joke, damn it!
If they were trying to...
Hey, long-winded, shut up.
He's long-winded. He's long.
I mean, anyway. I haven't been as long-winded as you today.
Yeah, because, I have to look up information because somebody didn't have it all.
Certified yapper.
Let's start. Hey, Fireball.
What's up?
Hey, take the screen, brother.
Okay.
Give him the screen.
Well, I guess this is us going into thoughts around the Shire. So if Tech Boy would actually do tech job.
You know what? No, you'll suffer. I'll do it for us, but not for you. Fuck you.
All right. Well, I do apologize having to cut this short. I did not communicate properly. Going this week, Monday we won't be streaming. Tuesday morning we'll probably stream something. I'm not sure what I want to stream yet, but it'll be something. And then Tuesday night we have the live stream for the podcast. However, did we ever talk about what game we're going to be doing next?
Talking Tuesday.
Well, no, because we're going to announce it today. Because we're going to come together.
Hold on. Wait till after mine.
Okay.
Wait till after mine.
Well, with that being said, I don't really have much else to talk about. I am still out of town, so I'm not going to be able to stream. So, Godfather or Chungus, take it away.
What's up, Nomad Nation? All right, so it's Saturday. If you're watching this recorded, it's Sunday. I am streaming Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what game yet. It'll probably be Starfield. Tuesday is Talking Tuesday. We'll be talking about all the gaming that we've been doing this weekend. There is no Thirsty Thursday this week. Because if you want to know, go over to Talking Tuesday and you'll know all about it. The next big announcement from Godfather.
He's pregnant!
Shut up. I am going out of town for work.
For a while.
For approximately 45 days.
A month and a half.
A long while.
So with that being said, I will not be able to game.
Nope.
I will not be able to do any research for the podcast.
Nope.
So with that being said, I believe all three of us have come to a decision. We're just going to do gamer news.
We're just going to vibe.
Yeah,
not even just news. It's just topics that we're going to bring up. We're just going to chit chat.
Our next
planned game.
Our next episode.
Oh, okay. I thought we were going
that will be back to normal. Will be. Hang on, I gotta get the calendar out.
Because you come back on the 10th.
Hold on.
Right. 10th.
Hold on there, long-winded.
Long-winded. I'm trying to cut you short. Long-winded. You're the one being long-winded right now. You started this at 55.
It'll be May 13th.
56. So yeah, 56:42, almost 2 minutes in.
So with that being said, we're just gonna wing it until then.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm done. Chungus, it's all you, man.
Hi. Hello. Hopefully you enjoyed the if you're watching this live and you checked it out, hopefully you enjoyed the Space Marine 2 video. Today will be
You mean it didn't corrupt this time?
No, you already knew that. When we had the last episode on Tuesday, remember? He doesn't remember. He doesn't remember most things. Anyway, hopefully you'll enjoy the Dark Tide video that I'm going to be uploading as well, which you can check out here. There. Wrong game. There.
Oh, still can't see it.
There.
Yeah, there you go. That's
somewhere
better.
Here. You'll see
Down
it'll pop up. Check it out there. That's all I got, though. I'm not going to go too far into the future because, I like having feedback about what you guys would like to see. So, for those of you who would like to, mention anything, please mention it. You're trying to get me to wrap up faster. I need you to know, I literally have done this in 55 seconds, 50, 56, 57,
bring all three of us back, you jackass.
59, and a minute. Still a minute and a half shorter than you. Anyway, we're all back now.
All right, Chungus.
Great.
Fireball, take us out of here.
Are we going to talk about the game?
Afterwards.
Did you not? He wasn't listening.
Oh,
remember the conversation we had about with him being out of town, him not being able to research? We're just going to vibe and topics and news.
Out, Fireball.
All right, well, my name's Fireball. Thank you guys for tuning into the Nomad Gamers podcast. I'll talk to you guys later.
Nomad Gamers.
Peace and love. Godfather's out the door.
This is Kaiser Chungus.
Ciao.
Soon to be convicted felon. Ciao. I'm gonna get you, and I'll make it look like a bloody fucking accident.